Just kidding, guys. It's me. Just in Game Mode 3 right now. There we go, guys. Hey, what is going on? It's Dean here from Silver Shadow Game Mode Ultimate, and today we're gonna be playing some Minecraft, and I'm gonna be showing you guys all the different structures in Minecraft, except for the igloo, Be because the igloo, from my point of view, the igloo is a fairly generic structure, and I couldn't get a good schematic file of it, so I just decided not to do it. I might, in a later updated video of Minecraft, I might be doing that. So let's get started off with the sea temple. Alright, so the sea temple, as you can see, is quite a hefty structure. Now, this would all be underwater, so you'd just be able to swim up to the door, but if this was on land, that wouldn't be a possible thing. So, of course, there are a lot of heights that are meant for drops. So let's just go run around in here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a nicely decorated area. There's a little room off the side there. We can see here, this leads, it's a whole maze of different rooms. For purposes, I'm going to be going into game mode 3 because it is a lot easier to not get lost. So as you guys can see, there are just a ton of rooms. Like, check this out. Check out how many rooms there are. So, for purposes, what I'm going to be doing is I'm kind of going to be just going through a bit of the rooms, like the more important rooms, and just sharing a bit of what it is to the Desert Temple, okay? I just broke 2 blocks. I'm sorry, Desert Temple. It caused me to lag. Alright, so we've got the Dark Prismarine Square, and I believe, yeah, there's gold inside here, so there's like, what? That's like, how many was that? That was like 8 blocks of gold. So 8 blocks of gold does, or sorry, 4 blocks of gold. It doesn't seem like much, but if you're in survival, that's actually quite a lot because in survival, gold ore to get an enchanted golden apple, you need approximately 64 gold. So 8 would get you, sorry, 4 would get you full one, and I believe there's another room with the same thing inside that. So we're just gonna continue exploring this temple. I hear a lot of zombies and they're scaring me, so I'm gonna turn my sounds down because zombies are scary. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go right here. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so as you can see for this structure, there are a lot of dead ends. The builders of this structure quite liked their dead ends. So we go in. I'm just gonna quickly go to the main area where you will find your most challenging boss, the Elder Guardian. Now, as soon as you enter anywhere near the temple, the Elder Guardian, let's just say effect, DanSSG, night vision, and we're gonna give ourselves 200. Alright, there we go. So now we got some night vision that we can see. So I believe, would it be this area right here? Guys, I think it's this area right here. Just kind of exploring the temple here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the main area. So this is the area where you're gonna find the Elder Guardian. Now, the Elder Guardian, I'm just gonna show off the mobs here quick. So let's bust out of this nut house. There we go, double thick walls. Okay, that's good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get some water, and I'm going to spawn in a summon Minecraft. Do they not have Guardian? Guardian. Okay, so this is your Guardian. Now there will be hundreds of these little guys all around the temple. Now he'll immediately go for the water because water is his friend, and helps breathe. Now I'm gonna summon the Outer Guardian, which is the boss. Okay, so Elder Guardian. So this guy is a lot huger than the rest, and you can see he looks a lot more creepy too. Now, if we were to go on survival slash, I'm not going to do this for too long because we need to get moving on, but see, I'm the Outer Guardian. He will start to affect me. Not only does he hurt a lot, but once you're in his temple, if he's not struggling on land, once you're in his temple, he will affect you with mining fatigue. Mining fatigue makes it virtually impossible to break any block, so you will for sure drown even if you have potions of water breathing. So if you want to conquer this temple, this great temple here, what you're going to want to have is you're definitely going to want to have lots of you're going to want to have lots and lots of potions of water breathing, or else you will drown because the Eldarian will affect you with um, mining fatigue, and then you will drown because you'll run out of potions. Alright, so moving on, we've got the Woodland Mansion. Now this mansion, I think it got a bit messed up from the placement of it, from the schematics, but that's okay. It won't actually always look like this, but I'll see if I can fix that. One moment. Alright guys, so sadly I could not fix that, but I'll be pulling up some images of the Woodland Mansion here. Just 1 second. Okay, now you've seen those images, guys. We will just quickly go see the doors kind of messed up. I think the insides are fine, I want to say. So, you can see there are quite a few rooms. This is a very cool structure, and I love it. I happen to know, so we're gonna just put ourselves in game mode 3. Okay, so there's mushroom farms, there's all different types of rooms. We got a guy holding a torch, is it? A vindicator, it looks like. So I'll show you the 3 types of guys that spawn in this mansion. So there are 3 of them. Not a straight. There's a Vex, there's a Vindicator, and where's the Evoker? There. So we'll start off with the Vindicators. Now these guys look for the most part pretty harmless, right? Well, you'll see if I go quickly on game mode 0. He starts coming at me with an axe, and one hits me. These guys are insanely powerful, and in your survival worlds, the world will be filled with these guys. Okay, so we're going to go back to game mode 1, and give ourselves night vision once again. Okay, and I believe I am back somewhere. Is this the right direction? Okay, yeah, there's the Jungle Temple. So, back onto the Woodman Mansion, we'll go into game mode 3 for purposes. Okay, so I only showed off one of them, actually. So, I showed off the Vindicator, there's the Evoker, and the Vex. These guys are both incredibly powerful, and we will take us a sword to them as well. So, here's the Evoker. I don't see them. They should be visible. Apparently I'm punching one. I can see all kinds of... Okay, whatever. So, oh, they're just not able to spawn below the structure. Okay, I see. So, these right here are Vexes. These little dudes are very hard to kill because they can fly through walls and all that. Here is the Evoker. Now, he's not going to pull out an axe like the other dude will, but you'll see very shortly what he will do. If I go onto game mode 0, actually first I'm going to spawn point, because, okay, so slash spawn point, okay. Now we're going to, once we've done that, we're going to go game mode 0. As you can see, he runs away really quick. And then he summons up these alligator things. And then he summons Vexes to come hurt me. But it's very worth. It is Trust me, guys, it is very worth the treasure that he drops. Go away from me, creeper. I think the creeper just blew a hole and stuff. See, he gives you a totem of undying. Now, if you equip that in your hand, what it will do, if the Vexes would stop flying at me, here, I'm just gonna let one of them kill me. Die. Okay, I'm gonna spawn another Vex. See, when you start to die, it saves your life. It gives you absorption. It gives you 4 hearts of absorption. I'm just gonna quickly go game mode 1 before they attack me again. So it gives you absorption. Totem of dying right here gives you absorption and regeneration, all kinds of stuff. It totally saves your life. You can juggle them back and forth in your hands just like that. And if you guys didn't know, the hotkey I'm pressing to juggle them back in my hands is F. So, with that said, let's go back to game mode 3 and explore the rooms of the mansion. Now, we're not gonna cover all the rooms. If you guys like to see a video on all the rooms in the Woodman Mansion, then please do leave a like on this video. Okay, so going upstairs, there's more rooms, a ton more rooms. You guys can find a ton of treasures. And don't be fooled by this wrestling match. You might not see this ladder here, but there is usually, most definitely, a chest. At least in everyone that I found, there's a chest up here in it. And there was one room that contained a golden apple. And see this cute little kitty cat? You can find that room. Like, there are just so many cool features about this mansion. You guys should definitely check it out in the future. There's this big part. This is the 3rd floor. There's barely anything to the 3rd floor, but this is where the evoker spawns. The evoker usually spawns on the 3rd floor. Vexes, the evoker spawns Vexes, and the Vindicators usually spawn everywhere in the mansion. Keep that in mind, guys. If you'd like to see more extensive tutorial and more extensive explanation on the Woodland Mansion, then just please do leave a like. That would very much help my channel. Don't forget to leave a comment as well. Okay, so, and also subscribe if you haven't already. So what we're going to do is now we're exploring some of the shorter ones to explore. First of all, the desert temple, it doesn't normally spawn. It just normally spawns in this stone square, so we've captured that just for reasons that I will show you in a second. Okay, so start off by going in the top. I once made a house out of this. Okay, so in the top here, you can see that we've got a entrance that goes out to the 2 towers that go down to this little area, and then entrance. See, so these go to the towers, and there's these fun little signs, but don't be fooled by the nice little wool design. Now, if you're a new Minecraft player, don't beat yourself over for not going for this and coming across the structure and being like, oh, what's in it? Is there any treasure? Don't beat yourself up about not knowing that there's treasure down here. You just have to break it. And make sure you mine down here, because if you step on this pressure plate, guys, it's not going to be fun for you. So we step on the pressure plate at the end here. So what you don't know about this is that in this particular, under this particular pressure plate, let's go onto creative here, and let's re-equip ourselves with some more night vision. If we break that pressure plate, there are loads and loads of TNT under here. This will most definitely ruin your day. So we're just gonna reset that trap here, and then once we're done explaining the desert temple, we will act like we don't know what is under the trap, what is under the pressure plate. So just don't be fooled by that, guys. And if you do happen to step on it accidentally and blow it up, I've stepped on that pressure plate a lot of times, guys, when I was first learning how to play Minecraft. It's fine if you step on it. It will blow up and it will make a huge mess, so keep that in mind, guys. But it will totally be fine if you do it. Don't kick yourself for not doing it. There's usually 4 chests that spawn. For some reason, only 1, so it will normally look like this. Like this exactly. This is what it would look like when you come down. I suggest if you have a wooden pickaxe as you're doing it, or any kind of pickaxe, just drill down the sides. Don't mine the wool, and most certainly do not mine the blue wool and fall down. If you're gonna do any wool, mine the orange wool and fall down. Not the blue one. The blue one will kill you. So I'll show you just how deadly this is. Oh no, guys. We've set the trap off. As you can see, this has made a very unpleasant crater. Now, if this was in stone, you'd be stuck down here. If I wasn't in creative, you'd be stuck down here and you'd be blown up and you'd lose all your loot, and it would not be a very good day for you guys. So, with that said, let's move on to the next structure. Second to last structure. Well, not second to last structure, because we all have all the village structures to cover. But we're going to go with the jungle temple. This is a much, I wouldn't say it's smaller. I'd say if they're level and equal, the desert temple would still be bigger, but this is still a quite interesting structure. So if we move on here to the doorway is right here. This is a very interesting structure. And what I mean by that is, okay, so you can go up here, right? And it's just this cool little area that you can look out from and all that. It's a very cool structure, probably my favorite structure. Guys, comment down below, what is your favorite structure? And not too much going on behind here, just a little window and a passage here. And also comment if you'd like to see me make enhance this build, like make it a home in a survival file, something like that. So now normally, guys, I actually want to check if the redstone is still intact. It is. Okay, so normally, guys, I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret here. There are usually 3 levers right here. Now, a certain combination of levers, I guess, was that the combination? A certain combination of levers, let's give myself night vision once again, will open a piston door upstairs. Did that sound like it was it? Nope, that was not it. That sounded more promising. Okay, so it's a certain, I want to say, okay, so, that's strange. Normally, yeah, so, what's going on here is these pistons are being moved here and blocking this off, and that's blocking that off, so it looks completely flush. So once you get down here, there's a lot of redstone that you can harvest, but there's a treasure chest as well. Whoa, sneaky. There's a sneaky little treasure chest there. So, and don't, if you're on survival, guys, be careful about this place, because a lot of skeletons like to spawn in here. Like, look at how many of these guys there are. But, apart from the skeletons, there's also traps. Beware. Okay, if we can just get a quick little look at that. See that? You don't see that unless you do. And boom. Now, normally there would be a, so let's try this without night vision. So, slash effect, DanSSG, clear. It's very dark unless you have torches, right? And this is linked to here, so say there is, say it spits out ender pearl, an ender pearl that teleports us to the location. I just broke the dispenser. Why? It's a dropper. I want a dispenser, not a dropper, not dispenser. So normally this will be filled with arrows. They were thinking on upgrading it to poison arrows, but I don't think they did. So as you can see, guys, it shoots out the ender pearl, but it doesn't actually shoot it out. So let's use something a bit more fun, like a fire charge. So as you can see, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but it will fill you with arrows if you like. Now you can enhance this trap if you're trying to prank your friends. I'll have a full traps video so you can trap a full jungle temple and make it super deadly instead of just partly deadly. And there's a creeper hanging out here. I'm gonna get some night vision because it just helps here. But what you didn't know is, okay, so this one shoots at you, right? And then this one. Now normally, guys, normally there's a trapped chest here. So this right here is No, sorry. This right here, you step here, and um, the tripwire here is broken. So if we replace that, see, there you go. So if it's super dark, once again, we're gonna clear our effects. You're like, oh boy, a treasure chest. Yeah, you don't see it, and it's the skeleton standing on. So as I was saying, guys, so you're a unsuspecting Minecraft player. Not saying this is a bad thing. This is a perfectly good thing. Someone's stepping on that. Hey, whoever that is, get off there. Okay, so yeah, get off that tripwire. So there's a tripwire usually here, and this activates that redstone, which fires this dispenser. So if we filled it with an experience bottle, that sounds like a lovely thing to fill it with. It gives us experience. Now, normally you'd want this probably to be something better. Example, just a suggestion. Why not put some lava in there to kill the creeper and the zombies? So if they will get off the, see, it dispenses lava, and then it burns the skeletons. There you go, guys. So you could have it like that. I think that would be a bit more deadly than putting arrows in there, but you know, what do I know? So now we're just gonna, so that is the jungle temple. So we're just gonna, oh, oops. We're just gonna get myself some night vision again. So the jungle temple is probably my favorite structure. If you guys would like me to do something with this, definitely say that. If you want me to start a survival file, um, I would like to make this my house one day, so I could spawn it in with no treasure at all, because that would be kind of cheating. Or I could find it on my own in a survival file, or I could even make a video on improving the jungle temple, right? I could do that. Guys, just leave a like if you want one of those things, and comment which one of those things you have, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so moving on to the village, let's set it to time set day slash time set 200. Okay, so here we got this small village house. It has no door, has no window. All it has is windows, a torch, and a platform. So it's a fairly small house. It's fairly quick. It has some logs. It looks quite nice. Now there's the gardens. All of these gardens are generic. They just have different ones on them. Now, of course, these will change with it, right? So if you find this in a example, if you find this particular village in a different biome, it will look different. So if we search up acacia wood, so these are the four types of biomes that they currently spawn in. So they spawn in plains, which just looks like this. They spawn in deserts, which will look like this, just sandstone, and all the houses oak wood planks. This will look like that, and this will just be cobblestone, I think. Yeah. So this is essentially this is how it's going to look, I think. I'm gonna pull up an image. Just give me a sec, guys. Okay, now we've got that out of the way. Yeah. So again, they look different with acacia wood, spruce biome. So okay, so now we got. Let's move on to the second one. Let's just clear our inventory really quick here. Okay, so moving on to this one. This one is probably my favorite house. If you're planning on living in a village, this is probably the nicest house you can ask for, because it's just a lot more roomy than the rest of them. So it's got a nice little curve back here, which I quite like. So if we just move around the build right here, we got it has a slight curve. It's actually quite good. I think it's my favorite house. Yeah, so fairly simple roof, but you know, if you're a beginner, you can take some tips from the village house roofs. Now we've got the priest's tower. Now, the villager priests spawn in here, so there are a lot of them. So hold on, farmer villager. Even though he says Fletcher, his job is a farmer. This is a priest villager or cleric. This is a butcher, and the rest of them, I will just see if I can get them in a quick second here. Let's get villager eggs. Butcher again here. Here's the librarian. Now I'll show you his house in a second. Go away, leatherworker. Librarian and blacksmith. So we got all types of them. Now you can trade with them. Oftentimes the blacksmiths will, like toolsmiths. Let's see if we can get another blacksmith in here. Can we? Ah, here we go. What are you? Armorer. So this guy will often sell um, pieces of armor for emeralds. Now, if you're really desperate, I wouldn't do that. Don't trade with villagers. They have very bad deals unless they have a really good deal. Um, is there anyone with... Oh, here are the special guys, cartographers, okay? So you're going to need to trade with these guys. I'll do a separate video on these, but essentially how you find treasure maps is the cartographers. The cartographers will sell you treasure maps. So you do that, and see, he's going to form particles that are going to let you know he has a new deal. So now we need to find a compass and sell it to him. Compass, we're going to just do like that. See if we can't get ourselves a treasure map here. Okay, trade again, bud. Can we do it again? Okay, here, empty map. So this map will be a map to some sort of treasure map. So these are quite interesting. This is how you find woodland mansions in the PC edition. Um, so right here we got our empty map. Let's see if he'll give us another map. So here we go. This is just a map. He just sold us a regular old map. So let's give him some time to think again. Do you want me to buy another map from you, sir? Here, I'll tell you what, I'll buy another map from you. Takes a while for the trading business. It's a bit weird, the trading system. I honestly wish they would kind of fix it in a way. Like, I think that's all he's going to give us, but if you find cartographers, they will actually give you things. So, okay, this is my favorite house. One of my favorite houses if you're just passing through a village, to settle into, because there's obviously this place right here, and then there's a room up here, not very roomy, and then if you're on survival and there's a bunch of creepers and you're really scared, you can just climb up here and no mob can touch you because you're way too high, right? So I quite like this. Also, I like to make this into a mining house and just make a ladder going down all the way into bedrock, and then we die because we fell out of the world. I wonder how many villagers are gonna fall for that. Guys, comment in the comment section below. How many villagers do you think will die from that hole? I bet you quite a few of them. Let's just see if anyone's. You're really close. Let me give you a little push. Bye. Have fun. Okay, so that was the this is the cleric's house. Here is the butcher's house. It's got this nice little table here. It's got this stone for butchering animals. If you guys wanna take a pig on there or something like that. It's got a field back here for raising animals. Now normally this would be all filled in and the villagers would be out of there. Get out of there. Jeez, when are you gonna die? Yeah, that's right. You know, I'm just gonna kill you because you caused too much trouble. Okay, so there we go. So it's gonna look like this, and you can raise like pigs back here or something like that. Just so you have easy access for the butcher. But I don't know why we'd do that when you could just have a pen outside and contain more. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Let's see. And the second last structure these count as structures too. They're little torch poles that spawn to give you light. You can take all 4 torches from them if you no longer use these torch poles because you've lit up the village properly. But if you just want to make ruin the villagers' day and not make them have any light, that is totally fine too. There's the well, which is a self-explanatory one. Usually it would go deeper than this. It usually goes about 6 or 7 blocks down. It's not going to be too deep though because this is a 3 block world, so it's not going to go too deep. Um, Onto the librarian's house real quick. So that was the well. Onto the librarian's house. There's a lot of bookshelves here. I would definitely, if you're planning on doing this in survival mode, I'd definitely take the librarian's house and just save it. Don't destroy all the books with an axe. Try and get silk touch if you can, but if you can't, that's perfectly fine too, because it's quite expensive to make bookshelves. Like, it's quite expensive because it's like 3 bookshelf. It's like nine wood and 3 books, and books are expensive to make too. Like 2 paper and 1 leather or something like that. So they're a bit more expensive than they should be, in my opinion. So that is the librarian's house. There's a nice little table to sit down here. No one has any beds in Minecraft in their houses. I think they should definitely fix that. Here is the blacksmith's house. The player's favorite thing. This is always the first thing that a semi or experienced Minecraft player. I mean, if you're someone who just started Minecraft, you're not going to know about this. So this is me telling you the first thing that us experienced Minecraft players look for in a village as soon as we set our eyes on a village. The first thing we look for is a blacksmith because there's usually a treasure chest with all kinds of goodies in here. There could be it's really random. There could be diamonds, there could be emeralds, there could be obsidian, there could be nothing. There's usually not nothing. There's usually something in there. But you can also steal these furnaces. You could even make use of the full village. So that is but the extent of this tutorial, guys. If you found something wrong with the tutorial, any wrong facts, just let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a big fat thumbs up on the channel. Just leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because why not? Um, yeah, guys, so that's it. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you guys later.